Hey, my babies, and how are you all doing? Hope you guys are doing fine. Hope you're doing great. Hope everywhere, Mama. Hope everywhere, Stewart. Welcome back, babies. Guys, do not forget to do the needful by subscribing to this channel and making sure your notification bell is steadily on while at it. Also, do not forget to give Mimi a huge thumbs up and then share this video. Thank you. Guys, is it safe to call Kola the hottest guy this season? Because Wahala be like bicycle. Anyways, that is Kola and his mom dancing and vibing together. Yes, like I said earlier, is it safe to call Kola the hottest man this season? Because what in goodness name is wrong with Doris? Any which ways, guys, you guys know the drama, the triangle thingy. I gave you guys the gist already, how people were saying, oh, it's now about to give Ozo, Dorothy, and Nengi situationship, right? So it happened that what's the name? Doris is still carrying face for Kola, and Kola do not have that heart. And honestly speaking, I won't lie for you guys. Like, I understand Kola's part. You know, when you see somebody as a friend, you never knew this has actually turned to something else. So, what's the name? Kola went to go meet Bright Morgan and Mide inside their downfall. I'm calling that downfall DRs now because that is where Mide and this guy, Bright Morgan, always have their conversation these days. Imisi Marzo, we're going to be looking forward to see more conversation from this downfall henceforth. The two people you guys, you people are saying that they are not moving in the house. They are trying to form a thing for you guys. Hope you guys would enjoy it anyways. So you guys, Kola went there to have conversation with them. And then Bright was like, so you know, like that's the way she carried for back, because while they were having that conversation, Doris passed. And then Bright was like, so you know, like that's the way she carried for back. And then Kola said, it's too big for me, too big for me. That thing is for chiefs them. And oh god damn me, I'm still a young boy. I could not stop laughing, guys. I could not stop laughing. Whichever ways, after he had a conversation with Mide and Bright, the camera ensued on them. That is Doris and Kola having the conversation. And I will not lie to you guys, I feel so irritated with the way Doris is sounding. You know, she started mentioning the things they did together. I jumped on your body, you did this one, you held my hand, like making it look like Kola was giving her signal. And now she said the reason why she's so pissed about this is because of she's been embarrassed on live TV, that whatever conversation they are having here, people are watching it. Guys, can you be sincere? What do you think about this? Don't you think Doris is just reading deep meaning to it? Like I asked before when we were discussing this Doris issue with Kola and Dede, I'm like, if you ask me, I never see, what's the name, Kola giving Doris a personal signal. You guys, we watch this thing together. We know when this housemate is trying to, like this guy, KK, Kaikumi, we see what that guy is doing. Even with Telma, he's trying to, you would see his facial, everything is giving that he wants to, that boy is trying to do, like, turn the lady's head, just for himself, but reverse is the case. With the way I see Kola and Doris, I also see them as G's. I won't lie, that is why I am on Kola's side on this one. Because I feel like Doris is feeling, should I call that jealous? Because I don't understand what this is. Now, they are trying to settle this. And now this guy is trying to tell Doris that, okay, please, that he would want them to continue to be as G's. When they were trying to settle this, then Doris was dropping her own. You never told me you liked her. You said she is dumb. And I don't blame Doris in a way. Do you know why? Because Kola head is not correct. Kola liked Dede all this while because he has no man up to go talk to her. He has been spoiling that girl name. We'll go to meet any guy that cared to listen and said, Dede is feeling like she is the finest. And then, yeah. That's why she's carrying herself like that. You understand? If you like a person, you don't need to dirty the person's name from other people. So according to Doris said Kola was spoiling, what's the name? Dede's name, where she is, calling her pretty but dumb, that he cannot have anything to do with a lady that is pretty but dumb and all of that. And then Kola is saying that he never said that to Doris, that Dede was dumb, But Doris said he said it. But whichever ways, according to him, he said he do not think he was trying to, give her signal. But he said he wanted them to continue the friendship. But Doris said, no, she doesn't want, even outside the house, even wherever, they can never be G's, yada. I will not lie, I felt a different kind of way because it's giving, I already own this guy, but I felt disappointed. This is not a ship this season, But whichever ways, after every where they're trying to say, because, what's the name? Kola was like, Doris, the time you said I carried you, you were the one that jumped on my body. The time you have always been the one giving me your hand. And then the lady was like, so do you want to tell me that you've never given me your hand before? The guy said no, and then she walked out on him. That was it. So at this point, it is safe to say the G's is not going to be Gene anymore. And I see disappointment in Kola's face because he already felt like they've got a cycle with Sultana, Doris, Ortega, Sabrina because of the G's they were having that morning. I told you guys, But according to him, he even said it early hours of this morning that it's given that G's, that clique they formed has actually scattered. In my mind, I'm like, my dear, now game you deal. Nobody is your friend. Play the game as it goes. But guys, I feel like the way Doris reacted is too extreme. What do you think? All right, let's quickly move to Imisi. The our Iboro in the house, they call her female portable in the house. The way she changed it for them in the morning, she was having conversation with Faith, earlier on, and then was telling Faith that she doesn't care if all the house are against her. She not give anybody 2Fs, that she would do her own thing. But I feel like she is kind of disappointed the way Koyi included himself in that drama that happened. I asked you guys too that how did Koyi even come into that scenario, knowing fully well that Koyi and Imisi, they are friends. So how did he even come into that scenario? I asked. I'm like, it's just giving forceful, and the girl felt emotional about that. Like where did Koyi just come from nowhere to add himself in it? And then Faith was trying to advise her anyways, and then afterwards she got emotional, went to go and sit, and then she started tearing up. But it may seem as though Imisi is already a threat even to viewers. They feel like arisers are going to arise for this girl. To the extent, I don't know why General Perez, ex-housemate, is taking this personal. The other time I discussed about Imisi, Perez comments stay there. Now again, seeing Imisi cry, in comments don't come out again. He has... I don't know why he has this fear. He said, viewers are not taking this a different way. My own is, if people like Imisi and they choose to vote for her, so what? Imisi does not turn out to be just a cry girl or whatever. She is also that girl that can be raspy, that can be loud, and can even look for trouble. So people would have choice to either choose or not, or not be for her. So if she has got her fan base, people who like her the way she is, why are people feeling threatening about it? Why are people feeling that? Whichever ways, we'll see how this turns out, but I feel like she's kind of disappointed with how Koyi included himself in that shit. Now, let's just leave that apart. We'll talk more about all of this drama as it unfolds, guys. Let's talk about the wager tax that they will be having this evening. I already feel like they are going to fail this wager tax. In fact, I feel if they win this wager tax, that means Biggie wants to dash it to them. The practice they had, honestly speaking, they are trying, to me, but it is not giving, if you ask me. Except when they go to the arena, they would surprise us. Like, I think is it the no lose guard housemate or thereabout? I remember a season housemate, you would always see them unprepared. But when it's time to, deliver the wager tax, I think it's this bbnzansi that ended, you will see them giving out good job. You understand? So I accept they entice us, but the way I'm seeing it, this wager, they are going to lose it. And guess what? Next week, it's about to be a very hard one for this housemate. They had food everywhere in this house, and the house has turned to whatever it is. You guys saw the drama that happened the early hours of this morning. Saw how the house was in chaos. Saw how people were packing bread, keeping one side. People were packing a lot. They're already cooking chicken. Like, you guys, if they fail this wager, forget it. Forget it. I feel like it's going to be a whole lot of drama to unpack next week that is coming, and I have feelings that they would fail it. What do you think about for the practice so far? What do you think about this wager? And did you guys see how K Bobo, told Imisi that he do not like the parts when they were doing practice, that the way Imisi touched his downside, that he doesn't like it? Whichever ways, guys, I am waiting for this wager. I can't wait to see what they have for us, their performance, because their performance is still scattered the last time I checked, right? They were not even able to utilize the arena like they should before Biggie asked them to leave. So we are waiting for the actual performance, but if they're going to deliver, both the singers, the actors, the production, whatever, we are waiting for it. We are so sad. So let's see what that will be. For me, I feel like they're going to fail the wager. That's what I feel. And it's about to be a drama. And I will honestly feel so bad for the HOH because that guy is trying. And if they fail this wager in his regime, it's actually so unfair. Not from Biggie's end. I mean from the housemate. They are not really cooperating. honestly speaking, they are not cooperating. So whichever ways, we are going to see what they would have for us. It's almost time, by the way, but I just feel like I should just drop all these ones happening this evening in Big Brother's house. I'm just going to get this from few netizens and then we call it goodbye. Coming from Comrade, one thing about Mide, she would never blame her fellow girls and will always hold the men accountable. Love her for that. Yes, I have noticed that too. She does not know how to say things behind someone's back, but I have noticed Bright is kind of reversed. I noticed Bright know how to say things in people's back, like he would want to hold up gossip. Yes, I have noticed that one about Bright. Just early hours of this morning, he had conversation with Mide, and I'm like, okay, let's see this one play on. That's why I said even the ones you think they are calm, they also have their game play on. And then this is Perez saying this housemate could just carry this money, give Imisi freely. Nigerians, how far is this working for you people? I don't know why you people are taking this Imisi matter personal. General Perez, can you be calming down? You are my crush, I know, but I'm gonna just put it to you, can you calm down a bit? If people want to fall for it, so be it. Whichever ways they are watching the show, if they choose whatever, they still like Imisi or they want to stand for her, it is their choice. You people should allow people stand who they want to stand for. But one thing I know this season is if it's about Ariza, people would arise for so many people because a loss is going on in that house. So they were like, oh, she's crying already. Jollof Queen says, when Imisi started crying, I was laughing at home. But on a second thought, someone can fall for this. So it's giving Imisi is already a threat to people from the outside, because they feel like netizens will fall for it. So let me ask you guys, are you falling for it, or you are okay? Do I have Imisi stands here already? If yes, why are you standing Imisi? I want to know. In fact, because at this point they're making it look like if you're standing Imisi right now, you're an ariser. You're standing her because if you feel like the house is against Imisi. Anyways, guys, it is just what it is. I'll be dropping it here to leave the rest for you guys in the comment section. Please do not forget to like and share this video. Bye for now, babies.